Hello, my name is Iris Reyes. I'm a senior at Biotechnology High School and a member of the Biotech Academy, and I will be presenting to you all students stress and surviving COVID-19. My question of interest for this project was, how did stress affect students and their well-being? I chose this question because as a student, I felt like my life has drastically changed since COVID-19. I've had to go from in-person to online learning, and it's something I've never done before, and I've definitely felt the effects. And I wanted to know, how did like other students feel during this change? I also know that students may have had to have more responsibilities in their homes. Some students had to take on jobs, and it's a drastic change for students who may have not have done this before the pandemic. Through my research, I found out that stress has very adverse effects on the body, can lead to hypertension, heart disease, heart issues, and in some cases like higher irritability, bowel issues, and that's not always fun. So before I started my project, I did some research, and then I figured out that I could just run a survey to figure out my answers. I did find examples of previous surveys about stress, so I based my own little experiment off of that. I sent my survey to students mainly in the DC area, but also I had other friends I sent them to, but they were all mainly high schoolers. I gave my survey about a week or 2 weeks to run. I let people, answer the questions. One thing to note, I did have to alter my survey halfway through, so not all of my participants were able to answer correctly or answer all the questions. And about the week that the project was finished, I got my results back. As you can see on the screen, the blue line represents the amount of stress levels people have had before quarantine or going into lockdown, and the red is their current levels. What I found was that students were way more stressed during the pandemic than they were before. I ran a t-test because I was studying information between participants rather than, individual data groups. They're not data, they're people. I care about them. And I found out that, a lot of students have been feeling very stressed. It was only like a 1% chance, about 1.23% chance that the day was randomized. So the rest of the 99% or so was actual data. So what I learned from this project is that students are way more stressed. And the one thing I wanted to get out of this project was how to help students manage with their stress levels. And my survey included questions that, asked about like what they did, how do they manage their stress, like did they do anything creative, did they go exercise, and did they do anything and self-care. And one thing I realized that people have taken on a little more hobbies, but the main question is, or like the main point is that I believe that students deserve to have better resources to manage their stress and to deal with their mental health issues. As a student, again, even before this pandemic, I felt like I had issues, talking to other people, like in person, about my own stress levels. So one thing I wanted to propose was, for teachers, health professionals, parents to, communicate with their peers and the pupils and to ask them what do they want to help them manage their own stress. One of the things I mentioned or in my paper was that students deserve more counseling options, therapy, ways they can let off their stress without feeling like they're forced to do it, hotlines, ways of self-care that caters best to them rather than feeling they have to do these options. I do have my work status, and first of all, I would like to thank all my mentors, my teacher, my family, all the participants for helping with this project, and thank you so much for listening. Thanks.